If you don't believe in the power of manifesting, it may be time to start thinking differently. Manifesting is the act of creating beliefs that come true, essentially willing something to be based on how you think and act. To manifest something is to think and act as if you have it before you have it. When you're not familiar with the concept, it can seem a little out there. Just bear with me and give it a try. In this episode, I'm sharing 9 tips to manifest more money into your life. When you manifest one thing, you can manifest anything. Welcome to the City Girl Savings Podcast. I'm Rhea Reeves, founder and finance coach of City Girl Savings. I turned my life around with budgeting many years ago, and now I'm on a mission to help others do the same. I fully believe that you can enjoy your life on a budget, and this weekly show will focus on the intersection of money and the city girl lifestyle. Join me every week along with some special guests as I share my experiences, advice, and guidance on navigating life and money as an experience-loving millennial. Before we dive in, I just want to encourage you to keep an open mind, especially if you think manifesting isn't real or if it's a little too woo-woo for you. That's okay. Not believing in something, though, is a surefire way to make sure it actually doesn't happen or work out. Okay, so just take a curious approach and look at each of these manifestation tips that I'm going to cover as an experiment. Try them out with the notion that, hey, maybe they just might work, and see what happens. Okay, first tip to manifest more money into your life. Use daily affirmations. An affirmation is a statement affirming something you want to be true. Rachel Hollis did research that shared if you affirm something you want to be true, your brain starts making decisions as if it already were true. And this is what helps you get the results to make it true. So to help you manifest more money into your life, start using money affirmations every day. You can write them out daily or speak them out loud each day, whatever works best for your personality. Me personally, I type and physically write my affirmations. So type whenever I'm journaling and I need to almost affirm things that I want to happen, I will type out my affirmations. Other times when I'm really feeling intentional or I need to really put my focus on the affirmations, I'll actually write them out. But I will say I have had clients and students in the past who would speak affirmations to themselves in the mirror. And I think that is amazing. I've personally never tried it, but I definitely will and would recommend it. Now, eventually, you will start treating your money differently and more money will come your way when you practice daily money affirmations. Now, some examples of money affirmations include, money flows swiftly and easily into my bank account. I always have more than enough. Each month, I have more and more money in my accounts. Those are just a few to get you started. But because mindset and your personal beliefs are just so important as you work your way to your goals, the first module of my 8-week Money Management Mastery Program is actually all about mindset. Now, this will be coming later in the summer, so definitely get on the wait list if this is something you think you need. But mindset, personal beliefs, affirming things you want to be true is such a powerful practice for manifesting more. Next tip, write yourself $1 million check and hang it up somewhere. I think this is such a powerful money move. Whether you want to be a millionaire one day or not, the act of writing yourself a large check means that you are putting it out into the universe that one day you will be able to cash that check. And there is no amount that is too large for you, okay? No matter what your current situation looks like, I want you to dream big. So if you want to write yourself $1 billion check, by all means. Now, once you write this check to yourself, make sure you put it up somewhere you can actually see it every day. I don't want it to just go into your filing cabinet, never to be seen again. Put it somewhere where you're constantly seeing it. Let this serve as your daily reminder that great things are coming your way. The more you see that check, the more you'll start believing it's possible for you to have that kind of money. And that belief is the game changer. Now, for me personally, under my long-term vision list on my dry erase board in my office, I have the word 7 figures written down. I'm actually going to write myself $1 million check to see if that gives me a little bit more oomph. But I think there are a few ways you can go about claiming your 7, 8, 9 figure net worth. All right, next tip. Stop thinking negatively about your money situation. I know you've heard me say this on the podcast before, and I'm sure I will say it again, but positive begets positive. Negative begets negative. If you want to start manifesting more money into your life, you have to stop thinking so negatively about your situation. And the sad part is that most people aren't even mindful of their thoughts, right? They are suffering in silence, not realizing that they can just shift their perspective. So start to recognize your own thought pattern and eventually work to countering any negative thoughts with positive ones. So for example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm always broke, change that thought to, I always have enough to pay my bills. It's a simple shift in how you think that can have a huge ripple effect in the future. And the more negative you think, the more negative things will happen, right? If we're so focused on all the bad things that are happening, we're going to continue to see all the bad things that are happening. But on the flip side, if we're focusing on the good that is happening, we're going to see more good things happen. Now, if you are unaware of your thought pattern, definitely check out episode 43 for some common negative thoughts that people may have around money and start shifting those thoughts. I will link to that in the show notes. All right, moving on. Express gratitude when you spend money. So practicing gratitude for the money you do have is a key to getting more. Anytime you spend money, say how thankful you are for being in a position to pay for whatever you're purchasing. Anytime you pay a bill or write a check, express gratitude for being in a position to take care of your responsibilities. Whenever you get paid or when extra money comes into your account, say how thankful you are to be a person who makes money. The point is to appreciate every dollar that comes in and goes out. And that will help you open the door for more money to make its way to you. Gratitude is so important, not just for your finances, but for the quality of life you live. We have so much to be grateful for, and the ability to earn and spend money is definitely on the list. Got a money question you want me to answer on the podcast? I'm starting a new segment on the show called City Girl Solutions, where I answer any questions you have for me. Money, business, life, you name it. Submit your questions at citygirlsavings.com/QA and get your question answered by me in a future episode. And did you know that we have so many free money resources on our blog, Instagram, and TikTok channels? Find us across the internet at City Girl Savings. Alrighty, next tip. Set goals and write them down daily. You probably notice a pattern. Daily affirmations, daily goal writing. Well, the point is to ingrain these things in your mind. Goal setting is such a crucial part of a person's success. I know I've shared plenty of times that a person with goals is 10 times more likely to be successful than a person without goals, just for the simple fact of setting goals. And the same goes for your money goals. You should set SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-specific goals for your money. When you have them set, make it a point to write those goals down every single day. We want to keep those goals front and center. We want to keep your mind focused on what the goals are, so every day you can make decisions to get closer to achieving those goals. Now, I will say, get some bonus points if you share your goals with others. In episode 53, I shared my 2023 personal and business goals to put it out into the universe. I feel like this adds an extra layer of accountability. And even if I don't reach those goals or you don't reach goals that you share, even if you make progress towards them, that is something to be proud of. All right, next way to manifest more money into your life: know your worth and know the value you bring. If you feel like you're underpaid in your work or your business, it's time to start asking for what you deserve. But I truly believe that before you can do that, you got to know what you're worth. You got to know what the value you bring to the table is. And confidence plays a huge role in asking for what you want. If you don't know your own value, you can't expect others to either. More importantly, if you are not confident in the value that you are claiming you bring, most people won't be confident in it either. So, do you personally struggle with owning your worth or your value? If so, I want you to just make a list of all of the work, the accomplishments, the praises, the awards, the recognition you have received and continue to receive. Whenever you need a confidence boost, refer back to that list. Knowing your worth trickles into all areas of your life, not just monetary ones. Now, if you're struggling to price your rates higher in business, run through the exact same exercise, but list all of your client wins and testimonials and customer reviews. I promise you, this makes a huge difference. Now, once you know your worth and the value you bring, you can start asking for what you deserve. Asking for more is a great way to manifest and actually get more money to come into your life. If you've been killing it in your current job role, ask for a raise. If you run your own business and people are happy with the products or services you provide, increase your prices. Asking for more is one of the best ways to manifest more money into your life because you are consciously putting out there that you are worth more. Now, if you're not experienced in asking for what you want, start brushing up on your negotiation skills. I guarantee you this will come in handy for future opportunities as well. Take a course, work with a career coach, or test it out with your manager. Get comfortable with asking for more and get comfortable with potentially hearing no. Here's the thing. You don't get what you don't ask for. So if you want more, you got to ask for it. And if they say no, you're in no worse position than you were before you asked. So there's literally nothing to lose when you ask for more. All right, next tip. Think abundance, not scarcity. So going back to the power of positive thinking, when it comes to thinking positively about your money, it helps to do it in terms of abundance. So when you think abundance, which means you always have enough, you put yourself in a position to receive abundance. Notice another pattern here? On the other hand, when you think scarcity, there is never enough. You're always coming from a place of lack. And when you have a lack mindset, nothing will ever be enough. Nothing will ever be good enough. You will never have what you need. And that is not a great mental place to be. And that trickles into other areas of your life and leaves you feeling less than. No, thank you. You, my friend, are more than enough. So start believing it. And as you start to become more aware of your thoughts, you will notice when you're thinking from a scarcity perspective. Once you catch yourself, simply counter with an abundant thought and do this in every area of your life. Here's one I tell myself. My boyfriend never does laundry, so I do laundry weekly. And I've occasionally had the thought that my boyfriend never does laundry because he does not do it. I'm always doing the laundry. But when I catch myself thinking that, my counter thought is, but he pays for house cleaning on a regular basis. And I would take that any day. Just a simple shift in perspective makes all the difference. And the final tip to manifest more money into to your life is to help others where you can. Now, I truly believe that we can't financially help others until we help ourselves, but that doesn't mean you can't help people in other ways. You can spend your time volunteering. You can donate old clothes or items you don't want. You can lend an ear or a hand to those in need. There are plenty of ways you can help people. And not only will you feel so good inside for doing so, you will notice good things start to happen for you on a more consistent basis. Now, I am not saying help others so you can help yourself, but when you are truly coming from a place of wanting to help, good things do tend to happen. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to share my manifesting story. I know I've talked about this before on the podcast, but I want to reiterate. So before I took City Girl Savings full time, I was journaling daily, and I got to a place where I realized that I wanted to take City Girl Savings full time. So in my daily journaling, I would talk about that. I would write it down or type it out that this is what I wanted. And then I started typing out beliefs that I wanted to be true about myself. Beliefs like people learn, hear, and engage with me. Beliefs like I help people change for the better. I would constantly, daily or every other day, type out these beliefs. And I would also visualize myself achieving my goals. I would visualize myself working full time for City Girl Savings. And I always have that full time on my dry erase board, front and center. Anytime I set goals, I keep them front and center so that I can see what I'm working towards. And over time, it didn't happen overnight, but over time, I started doing the things I needed to make my goals come true. And I'm proud to say I'm running City Girl Savings full time, and manifesting is real. When you start shifting your mindset, amazing things happen. And I hope I've encouraged you to start doing things that will help you live an abundant life that you love. Thank you so much for tuning into City Girl Savings today. I hope you feel empowered and inspired to master your money as you make your way to your dream life. Make sure you subscribe so you're the first to know when a new episode comes out. I truly value your thoughts and feedback, so please leave a review and let me know how this podcast has impacted you. Can't wait to chat soon and make it a great day.